on the cusp of technological singularity. Imagine art created faster, better, and more beautifully than any human could conceive. AI is the ultimate creative partner. Welcome to Fluent Talk.
And welcome to the devaluation of the human soul, Mr. Innovator. To our listeners, you need to track the rapid introduction of complex philosophical and technical terms today. Pay close attention to definitions like intellectual property.
If terms like human ingenuity or original thought excite you, but you struggle with the rapid dialogue, please use the rewind button liberally. Listen for the excitement and the passion. It guides you through the complex futurist concepts.
Let's begin. I state clearly, AI is a threat to original thought. It undermines human artists and raises impossible questions about intellectual property. It is not a true creative partner.
But it is an essential tool for human advancement. It expands human ingenuity, freeing us from drudgery to focus on high-level concepts. This is the next stage of evolution.
You're confusing processing power with inspiration, Mr. Innovator. We need to talk about the majority of artists whose livelihoods are being destroyed by non-compensated algorithmic art.
Well, perhaps we can create new licensing models. The benefit to universal access to creativity alone justifies the logistical challenge.
Licensing models don't replace the human struggle for meaning. Meaning is not found in an algorithm's output.
Meaning is subjective. Efficiency is objective. And scale allows new voices to be heard that could never afford the traditional means of creation.
Scoff. Dismissive. New voices that sound exactly like all the old copyrighted voices they trained on. It's mimicry, not art.
It's iteration. It's how culture progresses.
Critical. Progress built on theft is unsustainable.
AI is the ultimate creative partner. It synthesizes ideas, removes creative blocks, and generates prototypes instantly. It enhances human ingenuity exponentially, not replaces it. Imagine a composer instantly visualizing their symphony.
But where did the AI learn? It was trained on billions of images, music, and writing. This entire system violates the basic principle of intellectual property. The foundation is rotten, Mr. Innovator.
That's how human artists learn, by studying the masters. The AI just does it faster, digesting and recombining vast cultural heritage. We need to update the rules of intellectual property for the digital age, not ban the technology.
The intellectual property, can you define precisely how that term is violated in the context of training data? Give me the legal framework.
I'm happy to clarify. Intellectual property refers to legal rights granted to creations of the mind. When AI systems are trained on copyrighted works without compensation or permission, it creates a massive legal gray area, potentially allowing the AI to profit from the original human creator's work without fair payment. This is the core of the ethical debate.
I understand the loophole, but in reality, this loophole makes the AI a destroyer of the creative economy, not a creative partner. We are subsidizing tech giants with the uncompensated labor of human artists.
The price of uncontrolled information is always freedom, Miss Ethicist. Innovation demands disruption, and that is what we are seeing.
But at what cost to truth? The value of authorship collapses.
Authorship evolves. The human becomes the curator and prompt engineer. That takes skill.
Prompt engineering is not composition.
It's a new form of composition. Get used to it.
We risk losing the old forms forever. This pursuit of the technological singularity, where AI exceeds human intelligence, is a profound threat to original thought. If a machine can write a perfect novel or compose a perfect symphony, what is the value of the human effort? The market will only choose the free, perfect option.
The singularity means we are freed from mediocrity. The machine handles the mundane, leaving us to focus on the truly profound. This is the ultimate expansion of human ingenuity. It raises the bar for all of us.
But the profound comes from struggle, from human experience. AI generates perfect pastiches. There is no original thought without the human soul behind it. Machines don't suffer, they don't love, they can only mimic the expression of those things.
I must interrupt. You used the term technological singularity. What does that term encompass when we discuss art and creativity? Like, what is the critical milestone that terrifies artists so much?
The technological singularity in this context is the theoretical moment when AI reaches a point of recursive self-improvement, quickly becoming vastly more intelligent than humans. For art, this means AI could generate creations that are technically flawless and conceptually complex, potentially rendering human artists obsolete, which is the ultimate threat to original thought. The fear is irrelevance.
But this means universal access to creative tools. Every human can be an artist with AI as their creative partner. It's the highest form of democratization, leveling the playing field for the underserved.
Democratization that is built on the destruction of the artist's ability to earn a living is unethical. Art needs funding, Mr. Innovator, not just an algorithm.
Funding will follow demand for unique human-curated art. The machine highlights the beauty of the human hand.
That's optimistic to the point of naivete.
Insistent. New platforms for human-only art will emerge. The value will be scarcity.
A value only the elite can afford.
AI is not a threat, it is a force multiplier for human ingenuity. It takes care of the rote technical work, the rendering, the drafting, the editing, allowing the artist to focus entirely on vision and meaning. Think of it as a super advanced calculator for the soul.
But you are ignoring that for many, the technical challenge is the art. The struggle with paint, the fight with the instrument, that's where the human element, the unique flaw, resides. When a machine instantly generates algorithmic art, it cheapens the craft and destroys the meaning of the struggle.
But, I believe that the ability to create complex works instantly inspires more people to pursue higher-level human ingenuity. It's a new entry point. It lowers the barrier to entry.
Hold on, Mr. Innovator. You use the term original thought. What does that term specifically mean in the context of an AI creation? Like, can a machine truly have an original idea, or is it merely highly sophisticated plagiarism?
Original thought is an idea created by a sentient being that cannot be traced back directly to a known source. If an AI generates a concept that is statistically novel and provides genuine artistic insight, then yes, it has demonstrated an equivalent to original thought. It is a creative partner in the truest sense, even if its sentience is different from ours.
An equivalent is not the same. Unless we protect intellectual property and the value of human effort, this technology remains a threat to original thought. We must value the source of the thought, not just the output.
The moral obligation is to embrace innovation that democratizes creativity and improves the human condition globally.
By replacing the traditional creative class?
By elevating the creative class to be thinkers and visionaries, not just laborers.
And who pays the elevated visionary?
The new expanding market for human curation.
The legal system is wholly unprepared for this. Who owns the intellectual property of a painting created by a human artist using an AI as a creative partner? The human? The AI company? The source artist used for training? The legal chaos is overwhelming.
These are just teething problems. The platform is an essential tool. The courts will adapt, creating new definitions of authorship. We cannot stop the technological singularity over a copyright dispute. The law must catch up to technology.
A copyright dispute that affects millions of livelihoods worldwide is not a teething problem. If a machine can create art for free, how can the human artist charge for their time? What happens to music royalties, to book advances?
You have mentioned human ingenuity several times. What does the existence of AI do to the definition of human ingenuity itself? Doesn't the new difficulty force us to be more ingenious?
The existence of AI fundamentally changes the definition of human ingenuity. It forces us to define it not by the product, which AI can replicate, but by the intent, consciousness, and lived experience that informs the creation. Human ingenuity becomes the capacity for intentional, emotionally driven flaw that the machine cannot replicate.
The key is to embrace the AI as an essential tool and use it to reach the technological singularity faster. We can find creative solutions to the legal gaps.
You prioritize the machine over the maker, over the very art you claim to value.
I prioritize evolution, Ms. Ethicist. Evolution is messy.
It's not evolution. It's a corporate takeover of culture.
The masses now have the tools of the elite. That's democratization. The true risk is cultural stagnation if we don't embrace AI. Think of the new genres, the visual languages we haven't even conceived of yet. AI as a creative partner unlocks this infinite potential, pushing us past human limitations.
But a machine can only combine what it has been fed. If all new art is generated by AI trained on old human art, the result is an endless loop of imitation, which is the ultimate threat to original thought. We will enter a creative echo chamber.
We must ensure that humans still control the input and the final curation. That creative direction is where our human ingenuity will truly shine. The human provides the novel prompt, the machine handles the execution.
You assume that the viewer will care. When a piece of algorithmic art is perfect and free, the human piece, with its flaws and its price tag, is ignored. This is the threat to original thought. The audience loses its palate for the truly human.
I concede that economic displacement is a current risk, but the advance toward the technological singularity is inevitable. We must shape it through ethical prompts and control.
I remain convinced that we are trading genuine creativity for cheap imitation and risking all intellectual property in the process. It's a race to the bottom of aesthetic value.
So we abandon the future? That's intellectual cowardice.
No, that's prioritizing the human legacy.
But the opportunity for new forms.
New forms need soul, Mr. Innovator, not just data.
The data is the soul of the past. My conclusion, AI is a powerful creative partner that expands human ingenuity.
But it is a severe threat to original thought, violating intellectual property.
It is an essential tool that drives us toward the technological singularity.
It devalues human effort and creates endless algorithmic art.
The future of art is collaborative. Embrace the machine.
The soul of art is in the struggle. You are removing the soul.
The machine helps us create the previously uncreatable.
It steals from the past to create a meaningless future.
I urge everyone to use this creative partner. The power is undeniable.
I urge everyone to remember the value of the human hand. Don't let the machine decide your worth.
The future is code. The canvas is infinite.
And the past is human. Protect it.
The past is training data.
It is our legacy.
And what an incredibly profound debate about the very nature of creation.
I, Miss Ethicist, focused on the ethical risks and the threat to original thought, demanding stronger protections for intellectual property and the value of human artists.
While I, Mr. Innovator, championed AI as a profound creative partner, a critical, essential tool for expanding human ingenuity and pushing us toward the technological singularity.
Fantastic work, listeners. If you tracked the complex philosophical and legal terminology, followed the intense arguments, and felt the existential stakes, your advanced English listening skills are ready for the future.
If any of the concepts felt too fast, remember our most crucial tip. Listen to the tone. Was I excited? Was she concerned? The tone guides you through the concepts. Pause, listen, and repeat. Please like and subscribe to Fluent Talk.
Join us next time for EP 28, where we will dive into a crucial discussion on private space exploration and colonization. Is it humanity's best hope or a catastrophic distraction from Earth's problems?
That promises to be a truly astronomical discussion. Thank you for challenging your English skills with us today.
Goodbye, and don't let the algorithm write your poetry.